TOMz. You awesome viewers out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of TOMz Moho SABC 1 Mzansi for show, proudly brought to you by SABC Education.
Yes, my friends, it's that time of the day where we drop you with edutainment. Now, we're going to be celebrating SA Arts by Ukbega in television and film industry.
Hot and trending in the world of SA film and television.
TOMz, are you ready for the show?
Very ready.
Let's go check what we have for you guys on today's episode.
Retuta more about our country's film industry. One of SA's successful directors, Rolie Nikiwe. Retuta more about the history of South African film and learn about the first ever TV broadcast in our country. Discover the origin of filmmaking. One of SA's legendary filmmakers, Mickey Dube.
Filmmaking and how did it evolve la Mzansi? Imapama SA film are most famous, and when was the first ever TV broadcast here in South Africa? What you guys had to say.
Support local talent. Who else is with me in this? Because I want to know who people love to watch in movies. Movie airing on local. Kefi.
Jerusalem.
Taxi ride.
Taxi ride?
Yes.
Taxi ride. What's your favorite TV show?
TV show? Spy. Spy.
Why are we in a month?
Because we're friends.
Friends like these. Your favorite movie star? Muyi Moms and Skima.
Kaplan Sipeo.
Ne?
Sure.
Let's get a steering that go to Jerusalem.
Sure, very obvious.
Pelen Slada. And Stumom Jali. Yes, the same. I guess they're all talented, I guess.
Yeah, all of them are talented, especially those guys on TOMz, on SABC 1 every Monday at 4 p.m. A lot of moms and the movie Grand Shop.
Maybe I think in 2002 or 2001.
What genre?
What genre of movies? Yeah?
Horror.
And when?
I like action.
Action?
Yes.
I thought you guys were going to be like, oh, romance.
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm on TOMz and Anjani now.
This is not 1941.
I do have a favorite South African actor. And I'm on TOMz. I'm on Monday or 4. SABC 1 Mzansi for show. Supporting local talent, boy.
Film industry is not only growing in reputation, on an international market. The films win numerous international awards. Our proudly South African film and TV industry. Check it out. South Africa has a growing reputation as a producer of award-winning local films. Some of our recent box office successes include Material, Storisa, a young Muslim man's quest to make it in on the comedy circuit, Lispad, South Africa's highest grossing film up to date, Kelly on Schuster, 2010, Ebitwang Shucks Chabalala. Yona earned roughly 37 million rand at the box office. International filmmakers have shown increasing interest in the film industry. We have unique locations, low production costs, and a favorable exchange rate, making it cheaper to film in South Africa or Europe or the United States. International films include Blood Diamond, Invictus, and Safe House. 30 TV shows are locally produced. They tweeted local shows saying that led a nominator for the International Emmy Awards in 2013.
Movie Mzansi depicts impilo zabantu nama events ayenzeka kusizwe sethu, and many films were actually made to pay tribute and celebrate those who fought for our freedom in our country.
A lot of people in South Africa government apartheid. Activists were tortured, they were harassed.
And recently there was a documentary that was made to honor one of our freedom fighters. Do you know your heroes? Well, I do. Let's go check it out.
He was the leader of the South African Students' Congress. I don't know him.
Ooh, I don't know, but I'm gonna guess. Yo.
I don't know.
Usipho Mutsi, also known as the Barefooted Comrade, was one of the most significant student leaders ever to emerge from a free state. Uzalwa in 1967, and he was an exceptional thinker. Ngesikhathi ana 17, he was the leader of the Congress of SA students in Kutlwanong, Odendalras. Opposing the apartheid government's Bantu education system, he led his fellow student comrades in protests against the regime. In 1985, uyawashwa for his political activities and tortured severely. Nge-5 May 1985, Usipho Mutsi passed away after receiving a blow to his head in police custody. He became the youngest detainee ukushona in police custody, ana 17 years kuphela. Kule South Africa enja yanamhlanje, the Free State Provincial Government has implemented the Sipho Mutsi project. The project iqondana nokubonisa ithuna lakhe njenge-heritage site, ukutshala isihlahla la aboshelwe khona before his death. A film was released ukusikhumbuza ngamaqhawe wethu awashona balwela amalungelo nenkululeko esinayo namhlanje. So we will always remember our barefooted comrade.
Mzansi is buzzing with filmmakers, both television and film. Sambili sayakhuluma with SA's most favorite director, Rolie Nikiwe, to chat with him about SA film and his passion for directing. Let's go check it out.
Josie is the place. The time is now. And I'm the man.
Explain why you were driving drunk.
Sorry, it could be work.
You're in a court of law.
Igama Rolie Nikiwe mina umsebenzi wami ukudirector nokubhala idobi. Nothing for my life. I think I've been working on it for more than 3 years now via script. So January was pre-production for about 3 months. Pre-production kulapho ke i-crew bonke abantu abazoyenza ifilm bayeza uthola ama-actor and then like umsebenzi wakho as a-director is then to be telling everyone ukuthi ufuna ukwenzani so that bakhona ukuku-assista in achieving that vision. And then like from then was 27 days yokuzokushuta, and that's the actual thing. That's intense. And I think we did a good job there. And then after that, like there's what is called post-production. In post-production, editing. Uyaqala uyahlanganisa story until ube happy, and then you do what is called grading. Clean the picture until like, it becomes the kind of look that you're wanting, you're hoping for. And then from then on, manje sekuyi-marketing ke yokuyithengisa ifilm.
Well, oqala nje i-director ye-movie, umuntu odirecta ifilimu uyi-leader, in more ways than one. Sonke abantu esisebenza ku-film set sizo-translate le vision yalo muntu loyi-one abathi i-director. Mina as umuntu o-actayo ngiyi-element, ngiyithule ukuthi si-translate leyo vision ye-director. Umuntu oshuthayo uyithule ukuthi a-translate leyo vision ye-director. Umuntu owenza i-wardrobe, umuntu owenza i-makeup, umuntu owenza i-production design, umuntu owenza i-continuity noma yini ekuset, umuntu ozo-translate i-vision yomqondisi / director, leader, So I think kumqoka, without leyo understanding yama roles, without leyo respect yomqondisi, it's almost hard to reach a common goal.
Ke nama batho montsho ke tshameka Renelo Motene mo nageng fa Mahala. Before re fitla ko setting re bile ra ba le ntho bitswang ke reading ka gore ke reading. So ka reading la kopana ka fela le di-actor le bala script, and then mathata nna le ngwana le wa sort out there, and then so that as settle fitla ko setting dilo tsene le discuss it at the reading, now you apply them for okay I can understand why it's so you would have solved it ka reading already. So Rolie ke motho ke kileng ka sebetsa le ena before gona le show bitswang A Place Called Home, ne le lantla ke sebetsa le ena ka A Place Called Home season 1, ka sebetsa le ena gape ko Rhythm City. So Nothing for Mahala inile kgetlo la bo raro ke sebetsa le Rolie, so ke ba understanda ke a tseba go sebetsa jwang o rata dilo di etswe jwang, so go sebetsa le ena ne go le bonolo.
The history of filmmaking. Look at SA television. The great SA filmmaker, Mickey Dube. Don't go anywhere. Learn about the history of South African film. Retute when the first ever South African TV broadcast took place. e be re tlhakana le SA filmmaker Mickey Dube.
TOMz.
We're back again, Bafets. You guys are still tuned in to TOMz here on SABC1 Mzansi for sure. Brought to you by SABC Education.
And I guess celebrates our beautiful country and its amazing rainbow nation. Empani ka tsheko lena re batho bua ka arts in South Africa re bone hape le ka mogolong gore filmmaking ya naga ya rona e fetohile ka teng over the years ha sala apartheid effect.
So namhla sithola kahle kahle ukuthi kuyenzakalani in SA film and what's trending. We speak to some of our country's filmmakers as well.
Still to come on today's show. Learn about the history of South African film. Retweeted when the first ever South African TV broadcast took place. SA filmmaker Mickey Dube.
During the colonial period yala eMzansi, SA film industry was born. Asamensepeka the history of SA film guthi iqale kuphi kahle kahle.
SA's film industry began when the first ever newsreels were filmed during the Anglo-Boer War, lasting from 1899 to 1902. The Kimberley Diamond Robbery ila film waka 1910 and is credited as South Africa's first ever feature film. During the 1950s, Jamie Ace dominated the industry, iblalong unatsiwa haholo for making fun of interracial rivalry and segregation in South Africa. Diteng tsa hae di kgona ho bonahala haholo mo mosebetsing wa Leon Schuster, which examined the racial conflicts and shifting politics of our country. Other notable films that question apartheid in the Cry the Beloved Country in 1951, Come Back Africa in 1959, and Ethel Fugard's Boesman and Liana in 1973. Film ya qala ya director ke motho o motsho e ne le ya Gibson Kente e ne bitswa How Long Must We Suffer e leng gore ba shootile during the Soweto uprising. Re tlhakanele one of SA's great filmmakers, Mickey Dube, o re boleletseng ka mokgwa e leng gore filmmaking ya naga ya rona e la fetoga over the years, especially after apartheid efela.
Igama lami nguMickey umadoda wakwaDube. Umsebenzi wami kakhulu engiwenzayo ukudirector, ngiya-director. I produce as well, and I write, and I shoot, and I edit. La it's Randburg, lana Randburg Square. Si shoot a TV commercial for Nigerian products, bizwa ilakasera. I mean, I've shot a lot of Nigerian ads here in South Africa. And we just dress the setting, and the Nigerians believe it. They don't even know most of them were shot here. But I'm inspired by people who overcome circumstances. I'm inspired by people who don't sit down, but complain all the time. We like complaining like her, you know. I'm inspired by that, really. And also I'm inspired by people who do great work. What we've gone through in South Africa, through apartheid, what made us survive apartheid is people. Bantu baseKasi onke lamajita besikhule nawo aboKenya aboMandla abofura aboMuva amajita aseKasi sikhule nawo lawo. These are the guys that made the pain bearable. These are the guys who used Bokwarana, tell jokes, silwe, shayane, but we make peace, we hug, we whatever. You know, you start to believe in humanity. You start to believe whatever happens, human beings will always survive. For now, I think every filmmaker should stay relevant, irrespective of age, irrespective of where they come from. I think if you are passionate, any discipline, if you are passionate about it, you are going to make sure you stay on that path in terms of growing your experience, in terms of growing your skill, in terms of being able to know about your industry. When you've got that deep desire to grow, especially us African filmmakers, we have no excuse to do less, to do little, to be mediocre. We know we have the odds against us. We know that. And because of that, we have to make sure that we climb over those odds. Apartheid was fought by people who believed they could conquer apartheid.
Television is big here in South Africa, with 3 of our TV providers broadcasting across the entire continent of Africa. As I'm at our clockwise section, as Shela Gabanzi on our first ever television broadcast.
SA's first television broadcast took place in our major cities in 1975, and SA's first nationwide broadcast took place near 6 January 1976. Izwelethu gained access to television a bit later than most countries. Kungani nguthathe isikhathi esingaka ukuthi sibe nama-TV? Well, ngesikhathi se-apartheid, i-government besaba ukuthi i-television will have a negative effect on the morals of the people. Kodwa due to pressure mostly from white South Africans, i-government caved yanika abantu into abayifunayo. Namhlanje, Izwelethu has access to a wide spectrum of local and international drama, comedy, sports, neindaba. SATV is broadcasted ngamalwimi wonke I-11 now, as well as German, Hindi, Portuguese, and French.
With the internet dominating the planet, liba tokafela going online ufumana their information and entertainment. Luena hapa ukanna bashaba your favorite channels using your computer or your cell phone.
That is right, Mzansi. Ama-channel enwathandayo can now be found on YouTube. Manje ungabheka ama-video and subscribe to the programs on your smartphone and computer. Futhi ungabheka ama-channel afana ne-SABC. Khona ama-filmmakers nama-comedians with channels featured on YouTube. Ngale ndlela, ama-filmmakers can expand their reach and entertain people emhlabeni wonke.
Akusezolandela kusho namhlanje we'll be looking at the origin of filmmaking, celebrating some of SA's award-winning films. Sikhuluma nama-guest wanamhlanje asisitshela nge-cool career advice. So ningandawo, stay tuned and stay tweeting.
Retweet about the origin of filmmaking and also get some awesome career advice from professional SA filmmakers. TOMz. Hello, Rolie Nikiwe. Welcome to TOMz, proudly brought to you by the SABC Education right here on SABC 1, Mzansi for sure.
And in Yazba Fair, namhlanje we're looking at arts. Thola kabanzi ukuthi tshintshe kanjani filmmaking and how did it evolve throughout the years? What's hip and happening in the world of film?
Re kgonne ho bua ka the history of SA filmmaking, ebile ra checkela some of our country's great filmmakers.
So ningandawo, let's see what's coming up next.
Retweet about the origin of filmmaking. Ibilani little celebrate South Africa's film with us. How old is filmmaking? Ibilani yona he itswa ho kae? Hona nung arta me re bua ka the invention se leng hore dila dia tswala this thing e bitswang filmmaking. Check it out. The first machine patented in the United States that showed animated pictures in a device e bitswa the zooprascoscope, also known as the Wheel of Life. It was patented by William Lincoln ka 1867, and moving drawings of photographs were watched through a slit in the machine. By 1891, the Edison Company successfully demonstrated the kinetoscope, a device moving pictures. Modern motion picture making began with the invention of the motion picture camera. Several inventors made several devices, impanning in the Frenchman Louis Lumiere's cinematograph that gave birth to the motion picture industry. Inventing his motion picture camera in 1895, the portable camera included a film processing unit as well as a projector. The cinematograph was a 3-in-1 device, and the rest, as they all say, is history.
South Africa started making movies in the early 20th centuries, and Mzansi has seen many amazing movies on screen written by our local filmmakers. What better ways to celebrate our film industry by looking at some of our amazing modern films? D girl, what's hot, son?
Niggas Kulma about SA's greatest film without mentioning TOMz, the 2006 Oscar-winning film based on the novel by Ethel Fugard. TOMz is a gritty film set on the harsh world of gangsters nempilo yasamalokshin yala eMzansi. Ukhamene Khayelitsha is a 2005 SA operatic film produced and directed by Mark Donford May, a modern remake of Bizet's 1875 opera Carmen. The film was shot entirely in Xhosa, yahlanganisa ne-original opera music nomculo wesintu. Ithole a Golden Bear Award at the 2005 Berlin International Film Festival. Yesterday is a 2004 SA movie ibhalwe ya director uDarryl Roth. It was the first ever commercial feature film eyenziwe ngesiZulu. Ithole ama-award ambalwa at the African Movie Academy Awards and the International Film Festival in India. Futhi, it was nominated for Best Foreign Film at the 77th Academy Awards.
What do they think the future holds for SA film and television? Take a look.
I think the South African industry, the way Kibonanga thing at the moment, it's growing. Not as fast as Mina I think it should, but yeah, cool, slowly. One should not limit oneself in terms of how each one of those media, feature film, documentary, TV commercials, TV drama, corporate videos, music videos. Try to learn how each one of them actually functions. Challenge yourself. Don't go to sleep at 9 o'clock as a filmmaker. You need to skill yourself enough ukuthi ukwazi ukusebenza in any medium. I know it's not easy, right? It takes a lot of your time. A lot of your time, a lot of your passion, your dedication. It means sleepless nights. You have to watch a lot of documentaries. You have to watch a lot of films. You have to watch a lot of commercials. You have to watch a lot of music videos. You have to be on sets of zonke lezo zinto. To a certain extent, I would say yes. I was lucky. I went to film school. I got to study. But you know, what do you do if all you know is feature filmmaking? You're going to starve. No. You skill yourself to be able to cut across. You learn the various aesthetics of each one of them and how each one of them functions.
So, Fungo by Filmmaker, we asked some of our guests on today's show about study and career opportunities. Take a look and don't forget to take notes, y'all.
So ngobona kwami mina if benganikeza umuntu advice ukuthi enze kanjani ungene emafilimini. Into yokuqala uthando. Like I think kunzima ukusurvive kule industry for uthando lento yenzayo because iyademanda kakhulu. Ama-hours they are ridiculous. The amount of work oyenzayo is just too much. And at the same time, ithatha isikhathi esiningi before you can become anything. So like nale patience yafuneka. So I would say make sure that you love it. Once you love it, kufuneka passion. Fanele uhlale unalento lele like where stories yakupusha, like the possibility of telling a story excites you. Wenza ukuthi ungalali, you are working harder than abanye abantu. Then you on the journey to becoming. Into fanele ukuthi you understand ukuthi education when it comes to this industry is very important. But the education is important, not the certificate. You see, like you can have a degree, but the degree can't make your film. So even though you have that degree, you still have to wake up and you have to work harder than anybody else to become what you want to be.
More ban o sa re checkele ho www.tomz.co.za kapa le re checkele ho Facebook and Twitter.
That's right, Bafethu. Being a filmmaker does not only mean creating your own art form, mara yenza ukuthi utshintshe impilo zabantu all over the world. A good film can be more than just pure entertainment. Angayenza uzibuza ama questions ngempilo yakhe and make you aware of the lives around you.
So na jwanong artsamelo recap what we did today. Looking at SA's booming film and television industry. Celebrate and honor our national heroes, as in the case of the documentary The Barefooted Comrade. We spoke to SA award-winning director Rolie Nikiwe about the industry into filmmaking. About the history of South African film and television. Filmmaking our award-winning films, Mickey Dube about the evolution of film. For more information, go to www.tomz.co.za and check us out on Twitter and on Facebook. In the film industry, that's a wrap. As we continue to celebrate our beautiful country and its amazing people.
That's right, so see you guys next week, same time, same place here on SABC 1. Mzansi Fashizi. Next week on TOMz, Gamu D, Tommy and I look at SA's prison system. Join us up inside Liuka prison, learn more about fearsome number gangs, and be inspired by a real-life success story. Watch TOMz every Monday at 4 o'clock, only on SABC 1, Mzansi for show.